I want you to imagine a scenario with me. You're a senior in high school and you're on your winter break. You just celebrated Christmas with your family just like you celebrated your 18th birthday a few weeks before. Most of your friends are trying to enjoy the last few days of break before the new semester starts. They ask you if you want to go out to karaoke or shopping or maybe hang out at the mall. You say no. Why? Because you, along with Gumayushi and 3 others, just signed a contract to join SK Telecom T1's new trainee program. Your name is Mask, and your career is only getting started. Mask's first team was SK Telecom T1, where he practiced during the 2019 spring split in their trainee program before being cut as part of the SK Telecom transition to the T1 brand. The following year, Mask accepted a new opportunity with Runaway, a Korean Challengers team where he played up against some well-known players such as Crown, Prince, Umti, and Chasey. Mask performed exceptionally well, prioritizing heavy damage carry champions like Jace, Zoe, and LeBlanc. The hype was real, and Korea was beginning to notice his potential. Ending his first Challenger split in 4th, Mask again opened the door to sign with a new team, and this time would receive an offer from a team with a bit more history, Hanwha Life Esports, where he would dominate the 2021 LCK Challengers spring split. Mask earned the Best Mid award as well as the regular season MVP, and tallied up 600 Player of the Game points, a full 200 more than anyone else in a stacked Challengers League that had players like Thanatos, Vikla, Dundun, Mowgli, Berserker, Photon, and Noah. Playoffs arrived, and Mask would carry his team past Hype and Photon's Sandbox and Envy and Kael's Genji roster, eventually meeting up against T1 Challengers in the finals. But despite some fantastic performances on Syndra and Zoe, his team would fall short, and they would lose to Berserker and Roach's T1 Challengers roster 3-0. Despite reaching the finals in spring, Hanwha Life struggled in summer, and after failing to reach the playoffs, Mask signed with KT Challengers, joining a very promising roster of Castle, Pangsu, Vikla, Noah, and Rebel. Splitting stage time with Vikla, Mask was finally on a roster that didn't need him to be the carry, and he stepped back into more utility-centric champions like Ryze, Ahri, and Orianna. His regular season performances weren't exceptionally noteworthy, finishing with a record of 5-7 in the games he started, but that changed when playoffs Mask arrived. Mask would dominate their quarterfinals matchup against Kwangdong Freaks, going deathless in the 3 wins and putting up fantastic numbers on LeBlanc and Ahri. Mid lane carry Mask was back, and he was looking unstoppable. Semifinals would match the KT Challengers roster up against a very talented Damwon team of Thanatos, Lucid, Pulbay, Rahel, and Bible. In Game 5 of what would be a very close series, it would all fall apart in a nail-biting teamfight near Baron, and Damwon would ultimately win the series. Having played so well in playoffs, Mask earned the full-time starting role for summer of 2022, where the team would finish yet again in 4th place, and face up against Nongshim in quarterfinals. It would be another close series, but just like in spring, the team would fall short in Game 5, and the 2022 season came to a close. Still hungry to finally reach that elusive title, Mask once again began to look around to see if there was a new color he could wear. One color answered back. The infamous Unicorns of Love signed Mask to their German Prime League roster, alongside Venur, Peach, Funky, and Lexus, and in Europe, Mask wasn't just good. Mask dominated. They finished the regular season in 1st place, losing only 4 games, and moved confidently forward into the playoffs, where he and Peach would destroy SK Prime and move forward into the finals for what would be a rematch against SK. Once again, another back-and-forth series ensued. Once again, another Game 5.
Was die Chancen angeht von SK Prime und holen Game 1. Es ist der erste Win in diesem Best of 5. Die Einhörner, die sind ready, die sind da. Das Mid-Game secured und am Ende den Ausgleich beschafft. Wir haben eine Serie. So, und jetzt der Schaden von Funky reicht. Die Überzeit für sie, Peach. Denn es soll eine Wave sein, nur ebenfalls. Der weit gut aus, aber Kinui mit den Federn. Macht den Double. Jetzt ist er down. Und das muss doch sein. Muss jetzt ebenfalls flashen. Der Ball. Aber die Chain! Aber das reicht trotzdem nicht aus! West muss jetzt irgendwie mit dem Kicks der Zeit erkaufen. Funky ist zu low, sie finden keinen Kill, aber SK schon! 1:3 und der Nexus wird angegriffen, die Turrets sind...
Mask had come close over the past 2 years in Korea, but this was the culmination of each of his prior seasons. Game 5, in the finals, laning against the legendary Faker Slayer, Febiven. 1 game between him and a title. Mask blind picks Ahri, and the rest is history.
Wahrscheinlich noch gar nicht placen, außer man will dieses 4 gegen 4 wirklich extended spielen.
Sie wollen Kidu vom die Wave wieder hinein, der Engage kommt, Nexus Alex immer Level 5, flasht jetzt allerdings ran, der Schaden ist übel hoch, er fährt aus dem Kopf und es nervt sie alle!
Ja, und vor allem Peach rennt ihn langsam davon, der muss allerdings aufpassen. Level 9.
Shutdown.
Ja,
super attraktiv, jetzt Kidu soll die Letzte nochmal nehmen, irgendwie diesen Kill abzugeben. Jetzt muss Peach flashen, den Jump kommt nochmal, der lebt erst zu Tanky! Ja, Shutdown! Er ist down, aber das Shutdown für Jennings! Oh Gott! Und jetzt kommt der AD Carry, Jennings in der Zombie-Form 1.
Turret als First Tower mitnehmen konnten, gerade um die Koreaner-Du. Aber es gibt noch Hoffnung für SK.
Solar Flare auf Prime, der hat seinen Flash auf Gude und Letter wird genommen. Der Fliegen, der sitzt, aber der Fährst mit dem Double schnell wieder von Funky. Wie schön war das gespielt. Rosenrux langsam rüber, aber der Nash reset für den Engage. Kinui, Flash raus, Glance ist raus, kommt sie nicht mehr ran. Olaf versucht die Axt, die connected, aber die Ult, die ist ausgelaufen und rein, damit kommt und sie geht rüber. Kinui down, Überzahl für die Unicorns, die weitergehen. Prime ebenfalls down, die Botmänner.
Auf Papier jeden Fight carry.
Oh, Funky? Ja, damit fängt man vielleicht an. Der Verlass der kommt nochmal raus. Nee, das ist illegal, die Funky Show.
Titel verteidigen, sie wollen das Unmögliche vielleicht schaffen. Über Jahresgreifen wollen sie das holen.
Mission Titelverteidigung geht raus. Der Hook, der kommt nochmal. SK muss all in gehen. SK versucht, aber die Unicorns, sie sind zu tanky, sie machen zu viel Schaden. Lexus geht raus. Wieder der Kill für Mess. Der Nexus liegt auf. Die Unicorns schlagen hier das Superteam der Strauß Prime League. Sie sind das Erfolgsteam der letzten Jahre und verteidigen ihren Titel. Eine Ära bricht an.
And with that win, Mask, alongside his old LCK Challengers opponent Peach, earned his first championship and qualified for the EMEA Masters tournament, where the team would finish in second place behind the far more experienced Istanbul Wildcats of Turkey. Soon after, Peach would accept an offer to play in the LEC, and the Unicorns would sign a familiar jungler to fill his role, Cad, Mask's jungler from his Hanwha Life days. Jungle change completed, Mask's summer split in the Prime League was equally as dominant, once again heading into the postseason with a 14-4 record, and once again finding themselves in the finals against SK Prime. But this time, SK would win the finals, highlighted by some dominant performances by Febiven and their AD carry Kadui. Another finals, another second place. The last event of the 2023 season would be the 32-team PRM Pokal tournament, where once again, Mask would demolish the competition, ending the tournament on a 12-game victory streak and winning the entire event. And with that brings us to where we are today. Mask, having conquered the German leagues and coming in second in the EMEA, has made yet another career change, this time heading to North America to play for Immortals. And once again, he will be joined by one of his old teammates, Castle, from his year on KT Challengers. New year, new region, new team, new opportunities. 3 years in the LCK Challengers League, a career defined in moments where he came so close, and then 1 year in Germany, overcoming the final obstacle and emerging as a victor, 4 finals appearances and 2 titles over a course of just 7 months. And now he's come to the LCS, to add more to his ever-growing list of accolades.